Hey, you picked accordion. Okay, so this is part one. We'll just do some introduction stuff for the accordion. When we're done with this, stop. I'll ask you some questions. If you can answer, we'll just sign you off. So this is part one. So here we go. Accordion is like the concertina, except for a couple things. This has buttons. Right? Concertina has buttons. They both have a bellow system. Right? Bellow is the air that's forced through the tines or the reeds to make a sound. The difference is this has piano keys on it, where the concertina has buttons on both sides. That's one difference. The other difference with between the accordion and the concertina is when you pull on the concertina and then push, okay, it's a two-way reed or a two-way tine, so that makes a different sound on the way in as it does on the way out. Okay? Accordions don't have a two-way, they have a one-way, so when you press and pull, same, okay? So that's why the concertina and the accordion are the same and why they're different. Let's take a look over here to this book, accordion. Look at this. This is so cool. 1930. All right, so you're looking at something that's 90 years old. That's cool. Here, stud. Okay. Couple music things. We're looking at a treble clef right now. This is a staff on the notes. Remember the notes on the lines are every good boy does fine. And we kind of remember the spaces on the treble clef because they're easy. F-A-C-E, face. Okay. Now we just look at the treble clef. If you look here, this is called the G clef on the treble clef. And the reason it's known as the G clef, do you see this little crosshair right there? Where this line is crossing this line right there. They cross, intersect at G. That's why this is called the G clef. Okay, spaces F-A-C-E, the lines E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy does fine. Let's take a look at some notes. In a 4/4 time, the whole note gets 4 counts, so we would clap it like this. It would just be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Half notes get 2 counts. So that would be in a 4/4 time. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The quarter notes in 4/4 time, each one gets 1 count. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes get half a count. Okay. So in 4/4 time, eighth notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 16th notes. There's 16 of those in 4/4 time measure. So that would be 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 32, 64. Those are pretty complicated. 32 is kind of cool though. It goes like 1 to E da and 1D, 1E and yeah. 1 to E da and A da, 2 to E da and A da, 3 to E da and A da, 4 to and E da, A da and 64, you're on your own. All right, dotted just means you add a half. So if you had a dotted half note, instead of 1, 2, you add another half. So it's worth 3. A dotted quarter note, you add the quarter note plus a half, so it's 1 1/2, like that. Okay. So a dotted whole note, if there's such a thing, that would be 4 plus another 2 would be 6. These are pauses. Right here we're pausing a note, right here we're pausing a rest. This is showing us the difference between a measure and a bar. Bars divide measures. Okay, if we're looking at this one, this is in 2/4 time. This is in a treble clef or a G clef. This means 2 beats in a measure with the quarter notes getting 1 count. Okay. Measure bar, measure bar, measure bar. Double bar, which tells you to go back to the beginning and do it again. This is like that fraction. Remember fraction bars when you were a kid? Same thing. Okay. This just tells you everything on here is equal. This is telling you that a whole note gets 4 counts. And we're just going to call this all 4 time. That half notes, 2 of them are the same as 1 half whole note. Or 4 quarter notes is the same as 2 half notes, or the same as 1 whole note. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 eighth notes are the same as 4 quarter notes, are the same as 2 half notes, are the same as a whole note. 16, 32, 64. Every one of these is the same length. We talked about chromatic signs. We talked about sharps, flats, naturals, double flats, double sharps. Don't have to worry about those too much. Accidentals. Accidentals are like things like a C flat. Well, there's really not a C flat because there's a B and there's no black key between a B and a C. So you don't really have to say a C flat is a B, or you don't have to say a B sharp is a C. Don't have to worry about those. Double sharps, double flats, we're not going to have to worry about those. Time. It was interesting. The first time I did this one, I was counting this out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this one's wrong, because this says 4/4, or that's like standard 4/4 time. This will be called cut time if it has a line through it. But this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and it should be 3E and then there should be something else that finishes it, but it doesn't. So we'll be counting all of our stuff together before we play it. This says the times that we're usually going to work with are 4/4 times and 3/4 times. 4/4 just means 4 notes in a measure, the quarter note gets a count. 3/4 time means 3 notes in a measure, the quarter note gets a count. How to hold the accordion. All right, sit up straight. Your right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might look like my left hand because of the mirror thing, but if that's problematic, I can flip it or I can talk you through it. The keys, all right, let's just take a look at the white keys. The bottom one is the F on the accordion here, and then it just works its way up this way. This one, the 4th key, so they just call this like the start, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This first C, that's what they call their middle C. So it sounds like this, and this is where it's located. Okay, so if I start from here. That's their middle C. Or it should be right there. All right. How to practice. Begin with the right hand, and this is what we're going to learn. It just says we're starting on the C. We know this is middle C. Then we're going to go D, E, F, G, A, B, then up to the C, and then come back down. So we're going up and down the C scale. This tells us use your first finger, then use your second finger, then use your third finger, and then wrap the first one under and do the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then the fourth, third, second, first, 3, 2, 1. How do you figure this thing out? You practice. All right, so here it's going to sound. I'm going to hold each one of these for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one comes under. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 goes over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So if you finish all of this, I'm going to ask you some questions, and then you have to play this scale for me, and then you have to play this first tune for me. Right? Then we're going to be done. So this is going to be page 9 is where we're going to finish. Here's the first tune. You'll recognize it. It starts on the C, and then it jumps up to the G. So it says use your first finger and your fourth finger to start. That's our starting note. 1, 2. Let me count that out for you first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here's the tune. It's going to go C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C, G, G, F, F, E, E, D, G, G, F, F, E, E, D, C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. That's our starting note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle. Sound good? Anything you want to check off with me. I hope you like this. Go accordion. All right, smell you later.